Hello, Dan Dyer again with our real estate tip of the day. And one of the things that I love about real estate is the diversity of real estate. One of the questions you ask when looking at real estate investments, by the way, a good investment usually has an exit strategy of at least two ways. Stock market, there's one exit strategy. You pull your money out of it. So I'm not, there's a lot of people that have made a lot of money in the stock market, but I like things that have at least two or three ways in which you can get your money back. And with real estate, there's actually four ways you can get paid. And one, of course, you can rent. The other, you can flip it. Another way is in which it is insured. I've actually had houses burnt down, and we got paid within 2 weeks. But also there is sale on contract. So I want to take a moment and just talk about the benefits of selling on contract. And so, of course, when you sell on contract, you are able to recoup a significant amount of your money in the deposit, the down payment on the home. And so say you found a good client, remember we want to pay no more than 70 to 80% the value of the home when we purchase. But when you sell on contract, you can actually ask full-blown retail for it. And the people that are buying it off of you, they're saving money too, because many times they're not having to come up with a whole lot of inspections unless they want to pay for it. Dealing with underwriters' costs, dealing with all of the different dynamics that your bank initially charges you. So usually when we sell on contract, one of the things we do, which is great, we're getting full-blown retail, but on one side, but on the flip side, it's like a forced savings account or a money market account. We are actually getting interest on the full-blown retail as well. And so with that, we're selling it on contract. We might get 5, 10, 15, or 20% down. And depending on how much money that they put down determines their interest rate. Now, here's something that we do because we don't want to marry the couple. We just want to be in contract with the couple for a while. So what we actually do is we don't usually carry the sell on contract out for the duration of the loan. What we set it up as a 3 to 5 year balloon. And within 3 to 5 years, what happens is they've got to secure financing through some type of a mortgage company or bank, some type of a lender. But what it does is it lets them get in the home. It also lets them pay a lot of the principal down so that when they go to the bank, they have a 3 to 5 year record of living in the home. They've paid a lot of the principal down. So it helps them to be able to secure the loan in the 3 to 5 year balloon. Well, what happens, Dan, if they cannot secure the loan in 3 to 5 years? Well, here's what happens. In the clause at the beginning of it, what we say is that if they cannot secure the loan in the time of the balloon, then what happens is their interest rate will change. And here's what their interest rate will change to. So they might go from a 6% interest rate to a 10% interest rate. Well, if they've been paying on time and they're good, I mean, that's wonderful because there's nothing out there hardly in the stock market that is going to guarantee you 10% on your money. And so the great thing is it's not just 10% on your money, it's 10% on full-blown retail. It's not how much you paid in it, it's how much it's worth to them. So this is a great strategy for you to maximize your profits in a seemingly short time. You'll get a chunk of your money back at the beginning, and also towards the end, you'll make a great return with a positive cash flow every month. So begin to consider when we look at buy and holds. There is something in Indiana, for those of you that live in Indiana. If a family pays more than 20% of the value of the home and you have to evict them for some reason, if they paid up to 20% in Indiana, you may have to go through formal foreclosure proceedings, which could take a long time. So what I like to do is I like to make sure that balloon falls before they have possibly paid off that full 20. But most people don't understand this law, most people don't understand this rule, and they're not going to be sticklers on that. But you do need to know these things, so check your state and local laws concerning all this stuff. Always have a real estate agent not a real estate agent, but a good attorney, real estate attorney, look at your contracts, make sure there's no loopholes, and help you to walk through the process. It will save you money in the long term. And again, I just bless you. I give you permission to succeed, and I would beg you to consider selling on contract homes that you get in your possession. If you want to know any more, stay tuned to DanDyerRealEstate.com. We'll have video blogs continuing and lots of resources to help you with. Thanks again.